Hello everyone, Giltar here with a bit of an update to my review of the high-grade Universal Sentry FA-93HWS Nu Gundam. I'll touch upon one question that YouTube user ChewGD had asked about the fin funnels. He wondered if the fin funnels here are all separate and articulated, unlike the high-grade Universal Sentry High Nu Gundam model kit. And to answer that, yes they are. They're all separate, so I'll just show that now. I'll just separate them. And again, they have these sort of almost like little forked pegs here that just clip into each other. And they all do have articulation at 2 points here. So they're all pretty much the same I guess unit in that they have the similar design. The one point of difference is that they are numbered. You probably can't pick it up on my camera, but on the back of every fin funnel there's a little piece of plastic that has a Roman numeral, so 1, 2, and 3, and in the instructions it will actually guide you on the order on how to sort of arrange and connect them. I don't know if it's that important, but I just followed the instructions, and well, there you go. So these fin funnels for the Nu Gundam are indeed separate, and each one does have articulation. Another thing I wanted to address that I missed in the review was that the helmet here is actually a single molded piece. Whoops. Not the V-fin and the forehead crest, but the actual helmet itself is a single molded piece of plastic. We see that in the High Nu Gundam. We see that in the 30th anniversary version of the high-grade Universal Sentry RX-782. I believe the Full Armor 7th Gundam also has a single molded helmet piece. So that's really a nice touch, because you don't have any seam lines to deal with on the sides or through the center of the helmet, as you see in many other high-grade Universal Sentry and even master-grade designs. It's pretty much the norm to have a helmet that's divided into sections. So that's something else I wanted to point out, that this is indeed the white part of the helmet is one single molded piece, and it looks pretty good. All the details are quite sharp, actually. Let's see, something else to point out. Yes, one more thing to point out about the model kit is that, I should have pointed this out during the review, but the seam lines that do exist in the model, like at the shoulders here where you put everything together, Bandai has I think become pretty good at hiding seam lines whenever they can into the sort of details and structures of the mobile suit design. So the seam line here is really just hidden at the edge of where this part of the shoulder armor, the back part, meets the middle part, where it's a raised edge, so that seam really is not obtrusive at all. Another spot where they put it is on the side, on the thighs here, in the middle, where I believe there's a sectional division there anyways. So pretty good job at hiding the seam lines. I think one of the best examples is in the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam in Unicorn mode, because it's just full of these grooves and gaps, but they're all part of the Unicorn Gundam's design, where they would normally separate to reveal the psycho frame. I think that's a really great example of a high-grade kit design using seam lines as part of the design and getting it out of the way when they're able to. Unfortunately, for some model kits like the Zaku's with these sort of round circular shoulder guard, in those cases, because they're split in half, unfortunately the seam lines there, you can't get rid of them. But maybe someday Bandai will try using a single mold method, so that they'll mold the shoulder armor in a single piece like they do with this helmet here, and that might work out well for a Zaku shoulder armor design or something of that sort of similar circular shape and form. So anyways, that was just a little update here for the Nu Gundam, and as you can see behind it is the Sazabi, which I'll be posting a review of it shortly. So thanks for watching this. See you guys later.